Donald Trump's warning about global economic consequences related to challenges against the US dollar prompted speculation. The Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikant Das emphasized that the dollar continues to play a central role in international trade and India's foreign exchange reserves management. He reassured that there is no immediate move to reduce dependency on the dollar in India's financial strategy. Welcome to VAR India News Hour. The Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikant Das clarified that India currently has no plans for de-dollarization or adopting a common BRICS currency. This response came amidst the US President-elect Donald Trump's warning of a 100% tariff on BRICS nations planning such a move. The governor has clarified that India's aim is not to completely de-dollarize its economy, but to reduce its dependency on the US dollar to mitigate risks from geopolitical tensions. Understanding the challenges of implementation, Shaktikant Das pointed out the geographic diversity of BRICS nations. Those are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, which complicates the feasibility of a shared currency compared to the Eurozone, where geographical continuity facilitates economic and monetary integration. In the global trade dynamics, the comments underscore India's cautious approach to altering the dollar's dominating role in global trade, recognizing the complexities of transitioning to an alternative currency system. Shaktikant Das said India has always respected the established global financial systems and there have been no actions specifically targeting at de-dollarizing trade. The local currency trade agreements and vote-through account mechanisms are part of a risk management strategy, ensuring that Indian trade is less vulnerable to exchange rate volatility. Trump's rhetoric of imposing 100% tariff on BRICS nations if they undermine the dollar reflects his broader protectionist policies and concerns over global financial shifts. However, Das's statement suggests that India's approach is not aligned with a deliberate BRICS-wide strategy to challenge the dollar, but is rather a standalone effort to secure economic stability. Let's look into today's headlines. WhatsApp introduces new typing indicators for real-time engagement in chats. WhatsApp has rolled out a new feature for mobile devices which makes it easier for users to engage in chats in real time. It will now display typing indicators with visual cues appearing in chats when users are engaged in active conversations in both one-to-one and group chats. Notably, this adds to the voice message transcripts feature introduced last month, enabling users to see a text-based transcription of the voice message received from others. Elon Musk's xAI raises around $6 billion in equity financing. Elon Musk's artificial intelligence startup xAI has raised around $6 billion in equity financing as it races to compete with other AI firms. The funding comes at a time xAI is looking to increase its footprint in the artificial intelligence industry by expanding its Memphis, Tennessee supercomputer to house at least 1 million graphics processing units. Musk, who launched xAI last year, expanded his lawsuit against ChatGPT maker OpenAI last month, saying OpenAI illegally sought to monopolize the market for generative artificial intelligence and sidelined competitors. A DTH channel dedicated to sign language launched. Union Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan has launched PM E-Vidya Channel 31, a DTH channel dedicated to sign language. A historic chapter has been added to the welfare of Divyangs in the form of a new act which enlarged the scope of the legal framework. The National Education Policy 2020 has stressed the education of children with special needs. The minister feels that the Indian Sign Language has the potential to create jobs and set new standards. It should set benchmark for the world. LG Electronics India files for Rs 15,237 crore IPO. The Indian subsidiary of LG Electronics has filed for an initial public offering, that is IPO, valued at Rs 15,237 crore, positioning it among the largest public offerings in India this year. The IPO, which will reportedly involve the sale of 101.8 million shares by its parent company, will not include the issuance of any new shares. This move reflects the parents' strategy to capitalize on the growing demand for consumer appliances in India and the current momentum in equity markets. Google Search now lets you disable personalized results with one tap. Google is adding a new button at the bottom called Try Without Personalization of the search results page, clicking on which will show you search results you would normally see in incognito mode or when you haven't logged in to Google. The new button also gives users the option to temporarily view results without personalization without permanently changing their search settings, while users can also disable personalized results from account settings. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for more news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.